Now that we've caught the bird, we're going to spatchcock this turkey. Still out of breath. But we'll start pulling it apart. Get rid of all this stuff on the inside. It's a boy. If there's anything else. Always a sack of stuff back here. Yummy. Okay. We'll get our kitchen shears out and start cutting away the stuff we don't want. So now we'll flip it over. In spatchcock, I've talked to a lot of people and I said that, well, I'm going to spatchcock a turkey. And they're like, what the heck is spatchcock? So you're basically cutting out this backbone right here on either side of it. And we'll cut it out and I'll show you what I mean. I've seen people use the Sawzall to do this. I think the kitchen shears are just fine, but the Sawzall would be a lot easier. Well, I'm struggling this time. Just on either side of this backbone is where we're going to cut this out. And it's going to get hard to cut again up here. There's one side of it. We'll cut the left side out of here. There will be easier parts and harder parts to cut through. Sometimes you got to two-hand it. Just a little bit more. Ta-da! The backbone. So, just basically want to cut through this breast a little bit more up here. That's gross. Want to cut through this breastbone a little bit more. That way when we turn it over and smash it down, it'll be easier to do. So now that's it. Flip her over. And press down until you hear that crunch. So now the turkey is completely flat. We'll get all this out of the way and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Now that we have it nice and flat, oh, I forgot. I'm probably going to catch hell for this, but poultry on a wooden cutting board. Let me get my little, there. There we go. Plastic. What you want to do, since you have this all flat, it's going to cook amazing, but you want to turn these out like that. You don't want them in like that. You want to make sure they're turned out like this. And that's what it's going to look like when we put it on the smoker. It's all flat, it's all even, so it cooks a lot faster and cooks evenly. So, nice. Next we'll season. Next we're going to season it. We're going to be keeping it pretty simple today. I'll explain this and all this later, but first we're going to do butter. We're going to do butter. Not like you think we're going to do it. We're going to do butter. Just grab a little butter. Just kind of warm it up in your hands. This is room temperature, by the way, this butter. And we're just gonna stuff it up inside the bird, underneath the skin. Get that up in there. And get a little more for the other breast. Just butter. And we'll smooth it out here in a second. And we'll do half of it for the thighs. Get that butter up in there. Not wanting to go up in there. There we go. You can see a little pat of butter right there. And this other thigh. Just want to pull that skin away from the meat. Stuff that butter up in there. There it is. Now we'll just kind of smooth it out while it's inside there. Smooth this out. Get the butter all over. Give it a little massage. It likes it. Ooh, a little massage. There we go. All right. We'll move on. I gotta wash my hands. Okay, we flipped the bird over and we're just gonna start seasoning on the back side, and then we'll flip it over again and we'll season on the top side. So I'm gonna use avocado oil. It has a really high smoke temp. I think it's 520 degrees. So you can use olive oil or whatever. We're just gonna try something new this year and use this avocado oil. I don't know why I bought the spray kind. I was wanting to be fancy. Spray. Okay. And we're just going to use kosher salt first. Just give it a nice little blanket of snow all over. Then we're going to use coarse ground pepper and get it all over. We'll probably get some on the floor, but we'll sweep it up. Just everywhere. All the little crevices. Okay. Now, we used this last year. I really liked it. It's Cattleman's Grill, the ranchero seasoning. It's for chicken and pork and just poultry in general. It's really good. It's really garlicky. It's not going to give much color to your bird, but I don't know if you can see that or not. I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. And we'll just finish up with this. And this is going to be awesome. Okay. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side of the bird, and then we're going to put it on the smoker.
We're out with the pit boss. We got our turkey. It's all spatchcock ready to go. We're going to put it on. We're going to smoke it at 250 degrees until the breast is 165. And you want your dark meat to be around 170, 175. So we're going to use the ink bird thermometer to monitor all that. And you can see that in other videos as well. The reverse sear ribeye, we can put that in the description where we use the ink bird thermometer. But let's put it on. I think I'm just going to slide it on. It's going to be a lot easier. Oh yeah. Make sure everything's nice and tucked in. Feel that butter in there. These are all nice. Okay. tucked in so they don't burn the tips. And that's it. Here's our ink bird. It is magnetic. We're gonna do 3 probes. With this one, you can do up to 4. We're gonna do 2 in the breast, and we're gonna do 1 in the dark meat. Just wanna come in from behind. Try to find that deep part of the breast. Okay. Number 2. Okay. And our last one will go into the dark meat. And we'll just go into that guy right there. Yep. It's been about 3 hours for our cook with our spatchcock turkey that we caught by hand. And my ink bird went off at 165 in the breast, so we're gonna grab our instant read thermometer. I think it's a little over, but that's okay. We're just gonna poke into the breast, in the deep part of the breast. Yeah, we're about 168, 167, so that's about where we want to be in the breast. And then in the dark meat, oh yeah, that's a little hot, but that's okay. You always want your dark meat to be done a little bit more than your white meat, so that's good. Let's pull it off. All right, onto our metal pan. Got our turkey inside. One thing I like about spatchcock turkey is that you can cut off that dark meat for whoever wants it right away. Just look at that. Look how juicy that is. It's just dripping. And you can see it's pink, but that's only because of the smoke. But that dark meat just cuts right off, and then if somebody wants a leg, you just find that joint, cut it. Or the leg just comes right off, and that's how juicy that is. How hot. That's so good. I know my cameraman won't want any. He's about ready to gag. He doesn't like turkey. But that's it. And you can cut the other dark meat off, and then you can cut into your breast. I'll just cut into the breast real quick and show you. You can cut all the way down through it because it's spatchcocked. And remember, we I don't know if you can see that juice, but it's just juicy and hot. A little bit of pink just from the smoke ring, but that's beautiful. Just pulled apart. It's so good. Thanks for watching.